Seoul in South Korea is the newest stop for the Aramco Team Series, and to mark the occasion, the trophy's taking a trip across the capital to some of its most iconic locations. A vibrant city in a country where women's golf is amongst the most popular sports, it's the perfect spot for the latest stop on the Ladies European Tour. And just half an hour from the city centre and all its sights is the exclusive layout of New Korea Country Club. Home this week to some of the world's best players.
Might have been struggling from some jet lag. She only arrived on Wednesday night, was 2 over through 4 holes, got it back to under par. This is her second into the night. She's just demonstrating how slopey these greens are right now. Very undulating golf course. So at 1 under par, she'll be hoping to 2-putt that. Is it ever going to stop? Is it going to stay on the green?
Big crowds, Kate, following Hyo-Joo Kim.
And those crowds, Richard, are called the Shooting Stars. Yes, that's the fan club that belongs to Hyo-Joo Kim. What a player she is. 22 professional wins. And she holed out in the middle of the fairway on the 8th hole. That was for an eagle. So this was at the 9th hole. There's her fans there. How's your Korean? Mine's not too strong. But there they were, out in force early today. And this was for a birdie at the 9th hole. And Hyo-Joo Kim was rolling the ball beautifully today. And in that went, and a super round of 68, and that was to take the outright lead. So she's the clubhouse leader on 4 under par.
It's a decent angle, really. That tree shouldn't come into play.
Careful of the flyer. 112 yards to the front.
Did they hit the flag?
Hit that pin.
Yeah.
How's your luck, Danielle?
Yeah, you don't get backspin off a lie like that. That ricocheted off the pin.
Well, that's the sort of thing that just is happening for her right now.
You see that shot into 9? Good shot through the back. This shot here, let's watch it again. Hits the post. I mean, it couldn't be more online.
It's hit it pretty low down as well.
And it's, you see how close it pitched after it hit? Like a foot away. Now it's in the sand. Well, just short of the sand.
Seen some good up and downs from Danielle Kang. Hopefully another hit.
Oh, rejected. Horseshoe. It's got form in the Aramco Team Series in. Didn't even carry the first one.
For par, unfortunately, for Danielle Kang. Would be a brilliant up and down, mind you. Never had a chance.
Looking at the stats, only 57% of the field have hit this fairway in regulation this 17th hole today. And tour average is over 70%. It's cost DK there.
Six over par, which is in a tie for 82nd place.
Okay.
Well, I'm assuming this is shot number 4 now for Danielle Kang.
And she is still the best part of 180 yards back and needs to hit a cut.
She's up against the trees again.
Spat
Did come
it
out,
didn't
yeah.
it?
Oh, that clubhouse can't come soon enough for Kang.
A high left to right feel of a shot, which will be neutralised by the slope. No spin on it. To hospitality. Oh, down the path. There we go.
A little bit of backspin. Oh dear.
Bounced it.
Well, we're not 100% sure how many it is, whether she had to use her second ball. We saw them looking in the trees, not finding the ball.
Unfortunately, Danielle Kang's form continues no matter which tour that she plays on.
Johanna Gustafsson has finished off with a round of 71, and the news continues to be good for her and her team as well, because they are leading the team event as well. They finished at 13 under par, so they got a 3-shot lead. Hyo-Joo Kim with a 1-shot lead in the individual over Mariajo Uribe, a winner on the NET this season, and got to 1 under par for the tournament. Her team have got level at the top of the leaderboard. Johanna Gustafsson's quartet putting together an excellent opening round here, playing with Laura Beveridge, Gemma Clues and Jihao Shin. Now here's one of the teams that are up there, Christine Wolf.
Oh, you won't lose her in the dark, will you? What an outfit from Christine Wolf, a winner of this team event in Singapore last year. Had a good day yesterday. Team Wolf, well, not Team Wolf, she has been a captain, but part of Team Schalke.
A bit of a surprise which team has emerged on day 2.
Well, Danielle Kang, the team captain, shot 80 yesterday. They were nowhere near it, but what a difference a day makes. 1 over for the team captain, but it was all about the amateur Lee and Shaolin. What a round that she put together. It's all about birdies and eagles in this team format, which finishes today, remember. And at this point, they're cruising. They're minus 23. Didn't even need that one. This player, 5 birdies, an eagle on 8, a hole out. And that was the job done. They currently lead by 2, minus 23.
Yeah, terrific performance, Tian Shaolin. Maybe the only one of the 3 professionals that's going to make the cut after her round today of 71. But Team Kang certainly helped out by their amateur Kyu-Ho Lee. 23 under par. They've set a very mean target. We can hear from the awesome foursome right now. There with Kang. Maria Hernandez, also part of that team, played college golf with Mariajo Uribe back 15 years ago.
Yeah, amazing, isn't it? All at college together. Oh, how good was that? Chipping in from off the green. That will certainly help the scorecard.
Mariajo to the top of the individual leaderboard as well with that chip in.
That to settle down. What an interesting year for Hyo-Joo Kim. She's not hit her irons well. There's a caddy there behind her, Les Luak, who's been on the bag for a few years, and he said some choice words to describe the way her irons have been so far up until this week. Here's a good view of this putt. This to remain at 4 under, 1 back, or 2 back of Uribe.
So look how far she's got to start this one. Outside right. 2 cups. Very good save, just off the back of a bogey on 7, holds on to 1 there on 8.
Plenty of fans that will follow Charley Hull. Some fans back in England. There's a lot to like about her game, including that shot right there.
Well, they the Charlie's Angels, her fan club. There were loads of them, weren't there, at Walton Heath in particular.
Bogeyed this hole yesterday, Charley Hull. Got a right to left for birdie here on the 9th. Get it to 2 under. It moved, but not enough.
Yeah, a real rare one, just the 3rd drop shot of the week, but still a very nice position for the crowd favourite Hyo-Joo Kim to be in a 2-shot lead as she goes looking for a 23rd professional title and the 12th in her homeland of Korea. It's a 2-shot lead over Mariajo Uribe with Charley Hull in at 3 under par. 2-shot gap to the rest. The number 2 player on the LET Order of Merit, Manon De Roey. As you can see, an outside choice chance of her picking up a second victory of the season, having won in South Africa just 2 weeks ago. Well, they had to wait nearly 24 hours, but confirmation. Team Kang, the champions at the Aramco Team Series presented by PIF Korea. 23 under par, their winning score. Picked up 16 shots in their impressive 16 round yesterday. 2-shot win over Team Gustafsson. Team Uribe settling for third alongside Team Rushan Bouchard, who... So, round 3 underway. What's been going on?
Let's see how this leading pack are doing. Left off the tee for Charley Hull, chipped on to Hyo. A shame. She starts with a bogey for opening round.
And then for the other player in this feature group, Maria Uribe, also not an ideal start for the Colombian. A drop shot there, and that opened the door a bit for Hyo-Joo Kim, who's maintained her lead. And here she is with a birdie putt on the first. So a par though for Hyo-Joo, while her playing partners both making bogey.
Yeah, so stretching her lead from 2 shots to 3 for the world number 12. Off they went to number 2.
Par 4, 363 yards, another fairway and green found for Kim. This one inches on the low side.
Yeah, the crowd's willing everything in, aren't they? Well, they're trying to at least.
And then for Uribe, drop shot on the opening hole, a chance to get one back this was. Wow, look how quick these greens are. Rolling pure, so it was a par indeed for the Colombian.
Same line as Kim. Same result for Charley Hull, so a bogey par start for her.
Which means Hyo-Joo Kim, 3 shots clear. Off they went to the third, and it looks like Charlie's found the radar.
Needed something, didn't she? She had a hot chocolate after her second round. She chilled out, but was looking on the range like she wanted to get out there. She had too much time on her hands. So I think this birdie would have certainly have settled her down, ready for the chase to 11 par.
Yeah, that took her back to 3 under par. Still within 3 of the lead.
Didn't really improve for Maria Uribe after that bogey at the first. It was a par at the second, and then another drop shot there at the third hole. So Uribe heading in the wrong direction.
Yeah, she was going back to 2 under par, but tidy work from off the green for Hyo-Joo Kim. Solid enough par, and a little bit of daylight between herself and the rest at this stage.
I mentioned Charlie had that settler. 2 birdies in a row.
So cutting the lead to 2 shots. The drift of Hyo-Joo Kim at the Korean. Off to the par 5 5th hole.
So here she was with a birdie opportunity, this at the 5th. It's been a run of pars up until that. Look at the crowd go. She isn't as excited as her fans do. She loses behind those sunglasses, but first birdie of the day for Hyo-Joo Kim. 7 under par. Will she be caught?
Well, if they're out like that to a birdie putt on 5, what they're going to be like at 18 is what I'm asking. But it is a 3-shot advantage at New Korea Country Club for the local favourite Hyo-Joo Kim. Cassandra Alexander has just birdied 3 of her last 4 holes. The South African, who's been in really good form on home soil, into 3rd place on her own. Nicole Brock-Estrup birdied the first all par since then. Elena Moosman bogeyed the second, but she's bounced back with a couple of birdies. So she is going along very nicely indeed. One of the rounds of the day has come from Anne van Dam. Like Nastasia Nadeau, because of the weather delay we had, you can see the asterisks by the numbers 11. That's because they started at the 10th, and Anne van Dam finished that back 9 with 4 birdies in her last 5 holes. So she's into the top 10. Remember, on day 1, she went out in 42.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, isn't it? A 77 on Friday from Van Dam. Now finds herself in the top 10. Okay, Kim at the 6th.
A tee box that has been pushed forward. Downwind hole this par 4. It's important to find the fairway today. It's a lot of rain yesterday afternoon into the night. She hands that club back. She knows you find the fairway, it's placing. If you're in the thick stuff, it's hard to get a strike on it.
Another drop shot, unfortunately, at the par 5 for Mariajo Uribe, and more trouble off the tee at 6. Big trouble by the looks of things, and it's going from bad to worse.
So Uribe seemingly out of the picture, but this player certainly not. Charley Hull loves the competition. The only player here in the top 10 in the world. This her tee shot, 3 back. She gives it some proper welly, doesn't she, Charlie? She's a strong player. Oh, look at this swing. Sophie, this is worth repeating at home.
Well, I often look at her and think she looks like she swings in slow motion. I like a full speed version of Hyo-Joo Kim sometimes because it is that rhythmical. She's very on plane.
Sharp contrast to Charley Hull.
Yeah, exactly. Charlie's been working incredibly hard on getting that club a little bit more around. She can pick it up quite steep and then she gets some disconnection with her left, under her left arm. So she's been working with Matt Beltram to try and get it a little bit more rounded so she can hit those draws rather than have the leaky ones to the right. Just seen the side of the screen. She had one. Let's see if this one jumps. It can do from this thicker rough. Get a flyer. To 3/4 wedge this one to take some spin off it. She did take the spin off it. It goes all the way to the back of the green. You think how much rain we had yesterday and they are still so firm.
So what does Charley Hull do now? To 6 and a chance for Charley Hull to close the gap a little.
This one will wander from right to left gradually all the way.
Wonderful.
So good.
Well, that's closed the gap to 2 again. 3 birdies in the last 4 holes for Charley Hull, who's been the bridesmaid quite often over the last year and a half. She doesn't want another second place.
7 times she has come second since her last win in October of 2022. She knows it. We know it.
Got another good up and down. We saw her in our highlights make a nice up and down at the 3rd. Short game's intact for Hyo-Joo Kim.
Wants to be playing a 155 pitch.
She's on a roll right now, though. 3 birdies in the last 4 holes for Charley Hull. Oh, and that's a beautiful tee shot as well. Oh, looking at birdie number 4 of the day. Do you remember when she very nearly won the US Open last year? Tied for 2nd. It was a brilliant final round of 66.
Watch this recoil. Watch this shaft hit her head, her ponytail on the way through. The strength in her muscles. Here we go. The Charley Hull recoil. Ready? Bounces it off the left shoulder. I wish she'd have carried on more there.
I'm surprised she hasn't done herself an injury.
Yeah, if Charlie had graphite shafts with her iron, she'd be snapping them. Remember Greg Norman, how he used to bounce it off his left shoulder? She has a little bit of that in there.
Very different for Hyo-Joo Kim, but equally as effective.
It sure is. She will know that she's got to land this maybe 5 yards short of where Charlie did because of her landing angle is less steep and the spin is less for her also. Robotic though, isn't it? This one's leaking to the right. It's getting down to what a response there from our leader.
Well, if this is a sign of things to come, we are in for a treat over the next few hours. The players ranked 7 and 12 in the world, firing at flags in front of some pretty big crowds.
It's a 7-iron here for Kim. Look how static she is in the lower half. You can see how she posts those feet down, with Charley Hull really pulling up from the ground, whereas she's got that probably what I would say a 90s swing, where she keeps her feet a little bit more into the ground instead of pulling up off that left foot.
Now, runner-up in the South African Women's Open, Momoko Kabori. Good try from the Kiwi, who should, as it stands, be teeing up alongside Lydia Ko at the Olympics this summer. Sister-sister or brother-sister duos, wouldn't there? Now, Kim with the first putt here.
Getting close to a match play situation. This one from inside 5 feet. Keep it inside the hole. Move from right to left. Buried, crowd love it. 2 birdies, no bogeys today.
She's looking very assured, very confident indeed. I mean, it's a beautiful day. Her fan club are out. She's playing at home and playing very nicely. Looking for the first win of her 2024 season.
How much would Charley Hull enjoy this? Taking on the crowd favourite, trading birdies.
I think the sun shining today, that certainly helped Charley. She was on the putting green. As she walked to the first tee, you wouldn't have known there was a crowd there. She looked switched on, in the zone, and will have that underdog type feeling. You know, look at a Solheim Cup when she says, I like it when they're cheering for the Americans.
Yeah, she
it
does.
Makes me even better. And she'll be thinking exactly the same today. Let's try and make an upset here in Korea.
She knows she has to make all of these type of putts though today. If she's going to get the better of a player we know is a prolific winner.
Brilliant, hanging on, and that's a super 2. And what a run. Have a look at the scorecard. Little hiccup at the first, but 4 birdies in the last 5 holes.
Very slow this putt for birdie, and will break from left to right. But it's more about the speed. Hold a long one for birdie on the last par 5. They'll judge there.
Yeah, it's not too often she's sweating for par.
She has to land this close to the flag in order to keep it on that back of the green. Good.
Well, what a show they're putting on. Don't know where Hyo-Joo Island is. Maybe make another look back there. Manon De Roey. No birdies in her 73 yesterday. Just the 1 birdie so far today, but another chance coming up there. Player who is normally prolific when it comes to holding those birdies.
Playing alongside Alexander off the back of a bogey on 9. What will her response be to a front right pin? That's a good one. They've got it surrounded here on 10. Outside chance here for Kim. The fact that she's off the back of it means that she allows herself to have some patience after the poor start. Birdie on 8, looking to go back to back here. Keep this one outside the left edge.
It obeyed. It stayed up until it got to the hole and then went in.
This for 5 birdies on the front 9 for Hull. She's coming.
Couple of birdies on the front 9, no drop shots for Nicole Brock-Estrup.
It's another good week, isn't it, for Nicole? Second up to the 10th hole. Talked about the fact she thinks she's finally figured out how to play golf, and you can see by shots like that, but not just the playing of the shots.
Here's Caroline Kaufman.
Just off the back of a birdie on 10. She's now 1 over total.
which is good enough for a share of 7th place. Just to remind you of the story, she's a player who doesn't have rights on the tour. And next week, the LET is in Germany. She would love to be part of the field, and there are 2 spots still available by finishing in the top 10 here today.
This is a 7-iron for her.
Go, baby. Go.
Knew straight away, didn't quite get the connection there. Was asking a lot of it.
Yeah, and it's quite sandy around there. You can see it's a little bit patchy. Nothing was going to jump up from there at all.
Just check for the divot here. Maybe she got it a little bit clean. Hit that one high enough up the face.
Has the wind picked up, or are we just noticing it from where they are?
Just noticing it. It's because it's back into their faces. 8-iron for Charley. You can see a bit of right hand in there, didn't she? She was making sure that that had enough on it to get to the green. Wasn't going to balloon like her playing partners. Just check out the non-glove hand here. Just turns the toe in.
Apologies for a little bit of a break up there.
The longest iron in the bag for Hyo-Joo is a 6-iron. It's kind of a lumpier 6-iron as well. So this looks like a hybrid. There must be more wind up there than we think. This is the equivalent of a 5-iron. She'll be taking a lot off this.
Crowd were unhappy. That's a long way away.
She was just trying to cut this one, trying to swing it even slower than normal. Didn't get the cut on it. You see that with players quite often when they move from an iron to a hybrid, that's the biggest gap. Most irons you'll have 10 yards between each, but there could be 15 yards between that 6-iron and the hybrid 5-iron.
This player's out really early this morning to complete round 2. All 3 players, in fact, in this final 3-ball had to play almost 9 holes to get things done. Out at 6:45 this morning, they had to restart.
Opting for the putter here. This is downhill all the way to a front right flag at the top of the slope. So thinking maybe if she chipped it, it would get away from her on the first bounce. Best part of 60 feet left.
This is a great putt from Hyo-Joo Kim from a long, long way away. How about that? Knocking it stone dead. What touch?
I got a feeling a few of the fans might have fainted if that one had gone in.
Yeah, that would
I
have
thought they were going to suck it in with their cheering.
They were trying.
It felt that way.
They were trying, believe you me.
Don't you find with players that have that rhythmical swing, it goes down through the game, so their putting, the motion that she has in her putting stroke, there's a calmness about everything.
Slippery putt for Charley Hull. He's picking up pace on that downslope, trying to get it to a really lovely. Good lag putt.
She's learning when to push, isn't she? You know, a couple of years ago, might have charged that one 4 feet by, missed the one coming back. It's a more disciplined approach, knowing that there's still time for her. She's still got 7 holes left. Kim doesn't, does she? So it's just already there. You feel like she's always trying to keep her emotions down, trying to soften herself over this putt from left to right.
Well, I'm not sure she was convinced that was heading where it headed, and she's not out of this. She's 4 back now. Well, it is a missed green in regulation, but only just for Shannon Tan.
It's a nice pace on that part from the Singaporean. Oh, that was a lovely roll. And we're coming now to the pointy end of this championship. Here is Hyo-Joo Kim, 14th hole. Let's see how close can she get with this approach.
Playing a club up the hill to a front left pin.
That's a good solid shot, peppering the pin. Oh, it's going to get even better. Have a look at this. Hyo-Joo Kim. And that firmly puts the pressure on the shoulders of Charley Hull. Big moment.
Downhill, right to left.
Looking good for a home victor, Hyo-Joo Kim. 2 ahead. 4 holes still to play.
That's what it comes down to, doesn't it? Just the converting of those significant putts. Hull missed hers on the last. Kim made hers now. 2 behind.
Yeah, while we were looking at those leaderboards, the players had made their way up onto the green. We've seen this is pretty slick from over here for Hyo-Joo Kim.
Yeah, it's Taylor Swift, this one. You can see where the shadow starts. That ball needs to be on the ground by then. So that's where it will pick up his pace. She's looking to nudge this one, land it a third of the way.
For Hull, that is certainly not in for Hyo-Joo Kim. There's been no drop shots today on the scorecard for this Korean. This would be handy, wouldn't it, if it were to go in? Nice looking putt.
Yeah, have a look, but that was important just to cosy it down there. Try and put that pressure on Hyo-Joo Kim.
And the difference for Charley coming from below the hole there. She could put up the hill and across it, and the other 2 were always scared of it going by. But done what she needs to do on this hole. She should be safely in for a 3 and is hoping for a mistake. She has missed putts. It has been low and right. So you wouldn't necessarily fancy this one. Clutch putt to come. How's your nerve?
They love it. So will she. That is a very good nervy putt to hold.
It's hard to judge this one.
Shot, and what a time to deliver that blow.
Well, that could be the winning shot there from Hyo-Joo Kim. Not quite slamming the door shut, but a magical moment for the Korean.
It's the most animated she's been all week as well.
Well, I said this was hard to judge just because of the significance of the slope that she was on and hitting down. Landed it on the number, let it release. Had a look. Look at this. Really keep the angles of those knees there.
And you feel that could be a significant couple of shots between Hyo-Joo Kim and Charley Hull. Yeah, Evian, a lot of slopes, side slopes, downhill slopes as well. shot a 61 in her first ever round in a major, went on and won, saw off Carrie Webb down the stretch.
And we've said that all week. If you've grown up playing on hilly golf courses, or you like hilly golf courses, Evian is probably the most severe that they play annually. I mean, for there, Charley just can't not check that shot because of that downhill below her feet. It's always going to come out left to right with way more spin.
Over at the par 5 17th, Cassandra Alexander.
Wow, on in two, and a look at an eagle opportunity there for the South African. Charley has done it a couple of times in the Ladies European Tour and on the LPGA, but it's been a long time since. Oh, good looking putt though.
Well, never say never, but we feel that was a significant birdie for the world number 12 over the world number 8.
No birdies on the back nine for Charley Hull.
Been a terrific run down the back nine for Pranav Ers. 3 birdies in the last 4 holes. Another. Oh, so close. Looks like Hyo-Joo Kim's going to just pop this one in first for her birdie. Wait for the roar.
And she is certainly shining her star in their hearts today.
Been a terrific run down the back nine for Pranav Ers. 3 birdies in the last 4 holes. Another. Oh, so close. The hats, the badges, the banners.
A few t-shirts out there as well of fans who have had a selfie with Hyo-Joo Kim and then gone and printed it on their t-shirt and worn it as their Sunday best. Let's get a few more photos today.
That's took a lovely little hop, skip and a jump onto the fairway. When it's your day.
Yeah, exactly.
That was off the cart path, wasn't it?
Yeah. God, that was a good break.
Yeah.
A few yards on as well.
She hits this tee shot off the back tee. Remember where Danielle Kang was earlier in the week? She'd be up in the bushes, but the forward tee, it's pushed forward 15 yards, so she carried the bunker. She was trying to hit a cut around that corner, overdid it, but got some ground draw off the cart path.
Back of the 17th into Nicole Brock-Estrup.
Question is, how will it come out? Nicely, very nicely. Coming over a couple of types of grass there.
Delightful. Such confidence she plays that with.
So soft in the action. Look how it just brushes the turf. The ball runs up the face to gather more spin.
Surely the door slams shut. 3 birdies in 4 holes. And what looked like it was going to be a tight affair now looks rather comfortable for Hyo-Joo Kim.
Alexander has just rolled in a 67 for 5 under par. Kim is on that number as well. And when you're out in the lead going into the final round, you shoot low round of the day. Bogey free, 5 birdies. It's been clinical. And she has taken one step closer to this trophy. It's going to be a good walk down 18. Now, at the end of round 2, she bogeyed 18 for only a 3-shot lead. You wondered how she would respond. Well, bogey free is that. An iron into the heart of the green here for Kim. Not so many, it's released through the back.
She's got a few shots to play with.
Just wants to get this one on the green. Roll it through that fringe. Bit of new turf at the back of this green as well. So not taking any chances with that.
Well, this 18th hasn't been her best friend. When you have a 4-shot lead to take to the last. She started the week 7th on the rankings. The Ladies European Tour, she'll climb a little bit, but significant given what she intends this year. No drop shots on the card in this final round for Hyo-Joo Kim. Just to finish it off in style.
No break in this. I mean, this is one of the straightest putts you'll find on the golf course. You better mark it, because those fans are going to go mad.
Well, a little frustrated at the end, but ultimately job is done. The real frustration here belongs to Charley Hull.
All pars on this back nine. The Charley charge was on. It came to a halt walking to that 10th tee box. It's for a 9th par in a row.
Once again, the bridesmaid. Another runner-up finish. Another really good week for Charley Hull, but another where she comes up just short. This time it's Hyo-Joo Kim who's going to take the spoils. A home champion in Korea.
Well done.
Hyo-Joo Kim, the Aramco Team Series winner. Another victory on home soil.
언니 우승하지 않았습니까? 하지 마.
Danielle, Kang amongst those two.
잘 마셨습니다.
Throw a little bit of champagne on our champion.
Well, it's now time to recognise our individual champion in our presentation party, Rania Biltaji from Aramco, alongside Noah Ali Reza, the CEO of Golf Saudi. And we're very pleased to welcome Kyu-Ho Lee, the Vice Chairman of Kolong Group. So thank you to you all. What a great week it's been. And what an exceptional week it has been for this player, Hyo-Joo Kim, the 23rd win, her second on the Ladies European Tour. Jennifer is here, who's going to act as translator. And Hyo-Joo, how wonderful is it to win in Korea in front of your home fans, the shooting stars?
한국에서 많은 팬분들 앞에서 우승을 하게 된 소감이 어떠신지 한번 말씀 부탁드립니다.
한국에서 오랜만에 대회를 했는데 이렇게 또 우승이라는 좋은 성적으로 팬분들을 뵐 수 있어서 너무 감사드리고 너무 항상 응원을 많이 해주셔서 너무 감사드리고요. 또 이렇게 제가 좋아하는 골프장에서 이제 대회를 하면서 이제 좋은 성적을 내서 더욱더 기쁜 것 같습니다.
So she's very happy to have her wins in her home country in front of her a lot of fans, and also this is one of her favorite courses in South Korea, so she really enjoyed it, and she is happy that she got a win here.
I bet. And then to beat the likes of Maria Ho, Uribe, and also Charley Hull, they gave you some good competition down the stretch. How impressed were you with how you played today to hold off your nearest challengers?
오늘 같은 조에 있던 다른 선수들이 좋은 경쟁을 해줬는데 그게 어떤 이제 영향이 좀 있었는지.
아무래도 팀에서 계속 버디가 나와야 저도 계속 버디를 할 수 있을 거라는 생각을 했기 때문에 서로 좋은 경쟁이 됐던 것 같아요. 그래서 저도 더 플러스 작용이 돼서 그 선수들 덕분에 저도 좋은 성적이 나왔던 것 같습니다.
So she wanted her team members to also make a lot of birdies, so she can also make a lot of birdies all together. She thinks that it was like a good competition in her team, so she thinks she's very thankful to her team members as well.
Team members, yeah, and to win again. So win number 23. What a great year it's proving to be for you in 2024. Long may it continue. Rania, please, would you present this magnificent trophy to our champion in 2023, the Aramco Team Series Korea, presented by PIF Individual Champion. Let's hear it for Hyo-Joo Kim.
Confirmation, a 3-shot victory for Hyo-Joo Kim in this Aramco Team Series, presented by PIF Korea over Charley Hull, who has now an 8th runner-up finish since her victory on the LPGA Tour in October 2022. And the team victory going to Danielle, Kang's awesome foursome.
Yeah, you did wonder coming back this morning if Team Ariba would catch her, but actually they came out quite slow, said the team captain. Danielle Kang's side winning by 2 shots and taking home the trophy, doing what she wanted to do. She wanted to come here and win the team in Korea, and Danielle Kang did just that.
Well, we had a bit of everything, didn't we? Beautiful sunshine today after the deluge of rain yesterday. And fair to say, the stars shone. The shooting stars were certainly happy as Hyo-Joo Kim took the individual honours on home soil of what is stop number 2 on the Aramco Team Series in 2024. Next stop for the Aramco Team Series will be in London, the Ladies European Tour, where that moves back to mainland Europe and Germany. But it's a week that's belonged to Team Danielle Kang and to Hyo-Joo Kim, the major champion, victorious on home soil. From all of us here, it's bye-bye for now.